I'm Radiant. Join me on a journey to bring you enticing recipes where every video is a celebration of deliciousness, creativity, simplicity, and foodie inspiration. Today we're going to make a smoothie that I created maybe about 2-3 years ago. Something that I was playing around with because I wanted something that was filling, something that was smooth, a little sweet when I was craving like a midnight snack, or I wanted to drink something after I had a light dinner. And so I created a chocolate covered cherry smoothie. That's right, chocolate covered cherry smoothie. So the ingredients are cherries, of course, cherries. We have cacao. Now this is cacao powder, not cocoa powder. The difference is cacao powder is unsweetened. Sometimes it is raw, sometimes it's processed. But unlike cocoa powder, which is sweetened, this is not sweetened. So be careful how much you put in though, because it can be very bitter. So cacao powder, hemp seeds, some coconut milk, and of course, my favorites, dates. And I have some walnut butter. So we're gonna start again with some ice. Just gonna put this in there. It's about 7 pieces of ice. Honestly, if you're not a fan of ice, because sometimes ice does thin it out a bit, you can just make sure that your fruit is frozen. And just do that. I'm gonna open this up. I'm going to put in roughly about a cup. So I'm not going to measure it, but this bag says it's 3 servings. So you should kind of guess. You can also use your blender, but I can usually eye it. But if you want to measure it out, just measure out a full cup. Okay. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of hemp seeds. Usually this is about 1/4 of a cup. You can put more if you like. Drop the cherry. Now, I know I've said it before, but here is a date. When you open it up, make sure that you take out the pit. And you do that so that you don't mess up the blades of your blender. And also, you don't want to eat a pit of a date. It's very, very hard, so you don't want to eat that. So I'm going to put in 3 dates, making sure that the pits are out. Okay, and last one. And just twist it. And please keep in mind, when it comes to dates, for any and most smoothies that you're gonna make, or even if you're making it into something that you're blending, dates sometimes do not process. They don't like get all the way blended. So you may want to run your blender a couple of times. And sometimes even when you do it a couple of times, it doesn't go all the way. So you may end up with bigger pieces, but just be aware of that. Sometimes you can soak them. These are actually not refrigerated, so they're not hard. They're on the soft side, but you can soak them a little bit to soften them up. But that's just the nature of some dates. Sometimes they kind of get sticky and with all the frozen and cold stuff, and they don't process all the way out. So just a heads up. All right. I'm going to, let's see, maybe about, I'm gonna say roughly about a 1/2 teaspoon. I can put a little more, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon of cacao powder. Let's see, that it can be quite bitter, so you can put in a little bit less, but I like that chocolatey taste. And then I'll put in some walnut butter. Now, this is raw walnut butter. All I've done with this is taken some whole walnuts and processed it in a food processor. You can use a little blender if you like. If you're gonna put it in a blender, you just wanna make sure you fill it up, because if you put in a little bit, the blades won't catch all of them and it'll be stuck. But you put it in a food processor or a smaller blender, you process it, you keep scraping it. You can run it maybe about 2 or 3 cycles on high, and you can blend it down. I like mine a little bit, see, it's somewhat creamy, but a little bit rough. I tend to not add anything to it. If you want to put this on bread or put it in something else, you know, or put it in a cake or something, you could actually sweeten it. And I sometimes would sweeten it with like date syrup, or you can do a honey, a little bit of salt, maybe maple syrup. That's a way to sweeten it. But because I'm using this in my smoothies, I just put just walnuts, pure walnuts. If you don't have the time, you don't have walnut butter, feel free just to put a handful, maybe a half a cup of walnuts in there, and that'll do it. So I'm gonna put in about a tablespoon of walnut butter. And finally, I'm gonna put in about a cup of coconut milk. And that's it. We're gonna blend it. In between, I'm gonna wash this out real quick. I'm gonna blend it for about 10 more seconds on high. And that's it. Once again, if you find that the dates haven't processed all the way out and you still have bits and pieces of dates, if you don't want that, just run it through your blender again, maybe 2 or 3 cycles. And there we have it. This is my chocolate covered cherry smoothie. Oh, see, I have a couple pieces of dates, and you're gonna see them at the end, but I don't mind that, so. And cheers, let's taste it. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Okay, so let me tell you why I use cherries for this smoothie and why this was more of a nighttime, late night snack, or even later in the evening after a workout snack. Cherries, much like grapes, red grapes, have sedative properties. If you've ever had black cherry juice is something that you would drink to detox your system, but it also will put you to sleep. So, i.e., black cherry juice comes from cherries, and cherries have sedative properties, and that's how I discovered it. So that's why I use cherries. Now, I'm not saying you can't drink this any time of day or night, but just know that it may potentially kind of mellow you out and relax you, because once again, cherries have sedative properties. So this is why this is a good and perfect maybe after dinner snack or nightcap or something when you're craving something later at night. But yeah, chocolate covered cherry smoothie. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up and like this video. If you've made it and you try it, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know if you have any suggestions, or maybe if you created your own late night snack or own late night smoothie. Leave a comment. Also, if you like more videos like this and more recipes like this, please subscribe. And also, tap below. There's a link down there below. Join me in my VIP, my free VIP group. I'll see you there. All right. Have a great one.